What is going on, guys? When I'm unboxing today, I will talk about the mega upcoming fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford. I will also break down who I got winning that fight and dive a bit into their past performances. Here we go, Undisputed Showdown. Errol Spence Jr. is 33 years of age. He's 28-0 and 22 knockouts. And Terence Crawford is 35 years of age. He has 39 wins, and 30 of those wins have come by way of knockout. This fight takes place in Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena, July 29th. Showtime pay-per-view. Man, I'm excited about this one, and I know you guys can agree with me. Now, Errol Spence, he holds the IBF, WBC, and WBA titles at 147, and Crawford holds the WBO title. Crawford is looking to become undisputed in 2 different weight classes. That's a very difficult accomplishment of itself, but 100%, if there's somebody that could do it, is Terence Crawford. Now, when Errol Spence fought Shawn Porter, it was a very entertaining fight and a close one for the most part. Shawn Porter is a very, very rugged fighter, always coming forward, trying to make it a war, which I personally think that's where Spence shines the most, is when you try to trade with him. That's where he's effective to the body and kind of mixing it up to the head. Porter did have his moments, did catch Errol flush in some of the rounds, but Errol showed why he has a great chin and also dropped Porter in one of the rounds and cruised his way to victory. Now, when he fought Danny Garcia, a lot of people didn't know what to expect because it was the first fight from Errol Spence coming back from a car crash. So a lot of people didn't know if Errol Spence was going to be the same. You know, Danny Garcia is a very great fighter. I was like, wow, like really, like Spence after a car accident coming back and this is the guy he's going to fight? It really impressed me. Danny Garcia is a good fighter, but he lacks footwork, stays always in the pocket. Like I said, that's where Spence is really good because he's always in that Y stance, kind of measures you and, you know, getting ready to come forward, and, you know, he throws volume of punches. I think Danny Garcia is just not that quick on his feet, and also he doesn't use his hips a lot to like bob and weave those punches. That's why he got caught many times, and he relied also too much on his right hand, which Spence kind of figured him out later in the fight. But Danny Garcia did land that right hand in the temple in one of the rounds that kind of shook Spence, but he recovered quickly. It was a great fight though, no doubt about it. But like I said, Spence to take that fight after what he went through just shows what kind of determination and heart he has, no doubt. When he fought Ugas, it was the same thing. Ugas stayed in the pocket, not too quick with his feet. That's why he got a beatdown where they had to stop the fight because Ugas couldn't see anymore. Errol is good at breaking you down. He wears you down with consistent punches and has good stamina, pretty much beating you up. Ugas did have his moments as well. It hurt Spence in one of the rounds where Spence almost went down. But again, Spence was able to keep his balance and cruise to victory as well. Look, what I'm trying to say is that everybody that says that Crawford has been hurt in the past, that he is glass, etc., for example, like by Cav Velasquez or Gamboa, the same thing can be said about Spence. He's been wobbled before in some of his past fights. He's never gone down, but he's been wobbled. But both of these guys have shown results by finishing their opponent in fashion. That's why they're some of the best in the business. And like I said, Spence is the best when you want to trade with him, like these fighters did. But Crawford, I don't think Crawford is like that. I think he's very selective on when to trade. He can move, he can fight in the outside, he can counter, he can switch stands on you. And that's why this fight is very interesting. And a lot of fans and other boxers not giving Crawford a chance, but we will see. I'm fired up about this fight. It will be a very technical fight to some extent for sure. But let's talk about Crawford for a bit. When Crawford fought Shawn Porter, it was a rugged fight, kind of the same as when he fought Spence. Porter had his moments against Crawford. Crawford started orthodox and then he decided to switch southpaw, and he started having more success with his counter lefts. And eventually it was over by round 10 and stopped Porter, something that Spence did not do. When Crawford fought Avanesian, Ava did a lot better than expected in the early rounds, but it was just for a moment because Crawford took care of business. It only took 6 rounds. It was an early fight. Look, to sum it all up, if Crawford stays in the pocket and decides to trade with Spence, he will get the best out of him. If Crawford uses his counters and moves away and utilizes the ring footwork whenever Spence wants to position himself ready to unload, he can have some success. I think Crawford is slight quicker to the punch, but the fact that he doesn't move his upper body that much, I think Spence can catch him. Timing will play a huge part in this fight for sure, 100%. I think it's going to go down to the wire, to the championship rounds, all 12 rounds, and someone's going to win by decision or even split decision. Who am I thinking is going to win the fight? I'm going to edge this fight to Terence Crawford on points. I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but like I said, if Crawford uses these tactics and beats Errol to the punch, he can win this fight. Plus, who wouldn't want to see an undisputed world champion in 2 different weight classes? Come on now. I'm going with Crawford by decision. But at the end of the day, look guys, I just want to see a good damn fight. And I'm pretty sure you guys as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for the love, the hate, and the support. Leave your thoughts below. Peace.